Hello there, world of
takers,
takers,
and
welcome to the channel.
Hello there, world of tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I will be reviewing the best tank in all of World of Tanks Blitz. This is a vehicle that literally has everything: armor, mobility, gun, power, firepower, you name it. This tank has it all, and you basically should only have this tank in your garage. You might as well just sell all of your tanks right now. But before we get into what is the best tank in all of Blitz, I should draw your attention to this channel right here. This is my brother's YouTube channel, Flossie, and honestly, his content is just straight up better than mine. You should definitely go subscribe to his channel and watch all of his videos, because he also uploads every single day. And yes, he also does tank reviews, so why not go show him some support? And let's get him to 100k subscribers before me. How about that? Anyways, back into the video. So what is the best tank in all of World of Tanks? Well, it's not the MS-1, sorry guys. It is in fact the
WZ-111-5.
Now this tank literally has everything you would ever want or need in a tier 10 heavy tank. And again, like I said, you should probably go ahead and sell all of your other vehicles. Just buy this tank with whatever gold it costs. Literally don't worry about the price. If it's 50,000 gold, it's worth it. And yeah, I'll be showing its stats in today's video, as well as why this tank is, of course, the best. But first, let's break into the tank's armor profile. And you can see here, this thing is actually unpennable. You literally cannot pen this thing anywhere. Even when loading premium shells here, you can see here, I loaded APCR, and oh my goodness, you cannot pen this thing anywhere. It's completely red. Even on the sides, look at that. Oh my gosh, there's only a slight amount of green on the rear. And other than that, this thing is, you can't pen it. Like, Wargaming made this thing so strong. It genuinely has no weak spots. And if you do get penned, I think the enemy player must be hacking. Anyways, with that out of the way, let's get into some gameplay. So I will be playing a couple of live games to showcase this tank's abilities and why this thing is so broken. So starting off, the mobility on this tank, it is absolutely insane. You basically, once you spawn into the battle, you'll instantly be going your top speed just because of how good the power to weight is. And medium and light tanks, yeah, good luck to them trying to flank you. This tank is unflankable. As well as the gun, it hits so hard in this tank. And yeah, I mean, I don't know who this is on the enemy team. You should definitely, I hope that guy's sub to Flossie, because him as my brother, I really just need him to get more subs. So yeah, let's hope that guy's sub to Flossie. Anyways, let's keep moving our way on up to this mid spot here. And honestly, it doesn't really matter where you position this tank, because of course your armor is unpennable. So you can't really, you don't really need to worry about showing your hull or turret. And like I said, it's either bad RNG or people hacking that will get you penned in this vehicle. So let's make our way towards this the best spot on this map, which is obviously mid. And you can see why it's the best spot in the game, because we were able to get one shell into the VK for 470 damage. So with that out of the way, let's make our way on over towards the E75. And hopefully we'll be able to get a couple of bonks into him. Anyways, let's see. This poob up here is not going to be alive for much longer, because hopefully our teammates don't sit here like bots and actually push up and kill this guy. So let's make our way on over to his side. And you can see, unfortunately, our 268 is quite bad at the video game, and he does get a bounce onto the E75, which is kind of crazy. And let's see what we can do, though. We're going to be able to get, obviously, a penning shell into the E75. And you can see just how much this tank does get tunneled. That E75 just wanted me and only me to get hit in this game here. And you can see, just look at that beautiful accuracy of this tank carries. We're able to get a nice shell into the Batchat's side, even with HE, which is absolutely insane. Let's get another HE shell into the Yo. And oh my gosh, the gun is so good on this tank. Like, I can't even put words in my mouth to describe how good this gun is. And you can see here, the Yo is absolutely terrified of us. Jose Antonio is just literally trying to run away at this point. And we're going to get a lovely shell into the K91. Now, I think the K91 either had insane RNG, or he might actually have his aimbot hacks turned on, because look at him, he's actually penning me. And oh my goodness, look at that. The 183 is definitely hacking, and honestly, I'm going to report this player, because getting ammo racked in this tank should never happen. That was absolutely terrible. And honestly, it wasn't the tank's fault. The tank is absolutely amazing. So getting Amaranth in this tank is like 1 in 1,000. That will basically never happen to you if you play this tank. And just like that, our team actually manages to clutch this game, even with me dead. Now, I know that's quite insane to even hear, but wow. So this team would have been absolutely insane just for the simple fact that they did win the game without me alive, because normally teams only win when I'm still alive to carry their asses off. Anyways, look at that. We do top on the team even while getting full health Amaranth. Now, if that doesn't show you just how good this tank is, I don't know what does. So let's get into game number 2 here. Yeah. Game number 2. Yeah. All right. Game number 2. All right. All right. We are on game number 2 here, and we're on Lagoon. So this map is... oh, hold on. Anyways, yes, game number 2. We're on Lagoon, and you can see that we're going to be making our way towards heavy side. Now, on a map like this, it doesn't matter where you go, because this tank can act as a tank destroyer, a light tank, a heavy tank, a medium tank. You can be whatever you want to be. And that's a great life lesson here from the WZ-111-5A, is really just be who you want to be. And, you know, don't mind all the haters, you know? Anyways, let's get on into the front line, and obviously this IS-4 is now hacking because, yeah, we're just getting penned by everyone. And, so now that with that information out of the way, that we're up against a whole team of hackers, this battle is going to be much harder for me to win. But we're going to keep positioning our tank over here, and let's see if we can get a shell. No, our RNG completely screws us there. That was all Wargaming's fault, and my aim was actually perfect there. So let's forget about that shell, that even happened. And let's see if we can get a shell into the Minnow's hatch. Look at that, our beautiful, skilled accuracy getting our shell right into the Minnow's turret. And of course, because the tank's so accurate, that's quite easy to actually do. You can see we're going to get a lovely shell into the Hori's superstructure there. And unfortunately, since the enemy team is hacking, they are actually able to pen me. So we do get hit back. But we're going to make our way now on over to maybe, let's see, can we cross and go towards the right? I think going right would actually be such a good idea, so let's do that right now. Hopefully the IS-4 misses us, and he in fact does. So now we're going to be starting to look to shoot at this concept and the KPZ 50-ton who is still over here. Now, unfortunately, our RNG completely screwed that shell. We should have actually penned that. It was completely gray. Like, I don't know what Wargaming is thinking right now, but honestly, they're rigging this game against me. We do get a huge 79 damage HE shell into this concept, and oh my gosh, just like that, we're already at 1100 damage. This actually might be better than the first battle that you saw. And oh my gosh, we get an even better roll of HE into the concept's turret for 181. Like, guys, this tank is so good. Like, honestly, if you don't have this tank in your garage, I don't know what you're doing right now. Look at that, another 189 damage roll into the concept. And let's see if we can keep pumping out these bonks into the concept here. So let's load a shell there, and oh yes, look at the beautiful accuracy, penning that shell right into the lower plate of the KPZ 50-ton. And this live game is going absolutely amazing, so let's keep getting some shells out into tanks like this concept here. And again, the accuracy, like guys, I can't say this enough, the accuracy on this tank is absolutely amazing. Now, this is not looking all too good, and you can see here, oh, the 140 is actually sitting behind our team. So maybe we can get a shell into him or not. I actually don't think we can. So let's go and figure out how to deal with this hacking concept now. Let's get a shell into the IS-4's upper plate. You can see the IS-4 has some crazy good armor, but because this tank has unlimited pen, we're able to go right through his upper plate without any issues. And because this tank is so low to the ground, it's actually amazing for hiding behind tanks like this dead VK. And this KPZ makes a horrible mistake. I don't know what bro was doing, but clearly he wanted to kill the best tank in the game to try and get his team a win, but it didn't work because of how strong this vehicle is. Now let's keep holding this position here because this is what's going to win us the game. Our team is doing absolutely nothing to help us, and we're basically the only reason this game is even close. So let's see what we can do. We do get, again, that nice shell into the concept, finishing him off, actually. And we're obviously going to get a bounce from this IS-4 now because of how strong our armor is. You can see we're going to face hug him, and just like that, the IS-4 physically can't pen us. us. This guy actually isn't hacking, so that's good for us. And you can see just how easy of a win that was in this second live battle. And let's see how much damage we actually ended up doing. I believe we did over 4,000 damage. Oh, yes. Look at the damage we were able to do. 4,295 damage. Honestly, I think that's probably the world record damage numbers in this tank. And we do actually pull out an ace, which is so difficult to do in this tank. Like, oh my goodness. Anyways, that's the 5A for you. An absolute beast. And honestly, like, you should just be selling your tanks right now. Like, look, this is the only tank I have in my garage right now. And that's the only tank you'll ever need. So again, if you don't believe me, you're just straight up wrong. Your opinion is wrong. Best tank hands down. If you don't own this tank, buy it whenever it comes into the store. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.